Hi, it's Renee. I don't know if this will get published. It depends on how explicit this is. Okay, let's just go. You know, there's some time before the cake is done cooling.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, want to watch a movie or something? Well, I was thinking we could do something else. Really? I guess we could play video games. I didn't bring my Switch though. No, I think we could continue where we left off. Where we left off? Oh, yeah, I'm totally into that idea. I'm happy to hear that. Then shall we head to my room? Dios mío, is this a dream? I mean, lead the way. So here's my room. It's nice. It suits you. Really, I think it's kind of plain.
Nah.
No, I think it's cute. Like you. Well, thank you then. I sit down on the bed. Want to sit with me? Yeah. Liam shiftly sits down next to me on the bed. For a while, we sit nervously next to each other. I don't know why I'm so nervous. It isn't like this is my first time or anything. Maybe it's because it's Liam, and I like him a lot. I wonder if he's nervous too. Hey, Sam? Huh? I just want to make sure if you're okay with this. If at any time at all you want to stop, just tell me, okay? Thanks, Liam, but yeah, I'm okay with this. Cool, just wanted to make sure. You know? And since you said it's okay, you mind if I take the lead?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, I guess. Liam then moves closer to me, our faces just inches apart. I closed my eyes. My heart beating was so loud against my chest that and when he pressed his lips against mine, I was almost sure he could hear it. His movements felt clumsy at first, but he was as if he was afraid to do anything sudden to scare me off, but I let out a small moan to let him know I liked what he was doing. That sound was all the encouragement he needed to grab me by the shoulders and pull me closer so he could kiss me harder. I made a small gasp, cut off guard by a sudden display of force. He tilts his head and swipes his tongue over my bottom lip as signals he wants to kiss me deeper. I kept letting my lips part wider, like he wanted, and he delves his tongue into my mouth. What is this accent? I could hear him groan as our tongues moved against each other. He leaned forward, making me fall down on the bed, until my back was pressed against the plush cushions. He was now on top of me, with his hips pressed between my long legs. What the fuck, dude? His hands were now moved away from my face and up my arms until his hands interlaced with mine and were pinning me to the bed. Without covering his body with mine, his shoulder figure now overwhelming mine. Our lips didn't pull away from each other till I pulled my head back in shock. Once I felt his hips grind against mine. Sorry, was that too much? No, it's fine. Just surprised me. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but I'm like really horny right now. And sometimes my body acts out. Yeah, it's fine. Do you want to keep going then? I do. Okay, cool. I'm starting to feel like it's gonna go through this. I'm not sure if I want to be that sort of a YouTuber. Liam then kisses me again, but this time one of his hands moves under my shirt. He slowly pulls my shirt over my head and tugs at his jeans so he can remove them as well. We both help each other undress until we're both somewhat exposed. Liam then pauses, staring down at me for a while. What? Nothing, you're just way too cute, you know that. You're too. I mean, I would prefer handsome, but hey, I'll take what I can get. God, you're such a dork. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? I then grab him by his face and show him what I plan to do about it. Oh, thank fuck. I'm very glad I didn't have to go into that. More than that. Was not prepared. Okay. Alright, the cake is done. I hope you had a good time. That's it. Everything's done. Yeah, everything's done. We both high-five each other. Alright, I should probably text Crystal to come back home soon. I wish you could meet her, but she's shy around people, so having another person here might make her feel uncomfortable. Yeah, that's okay, I understand. Thanks. My hip just popped. You're welcome for that sound. You got any other stuff you need me to do? Oh, actually, would you mind helping me set the table? Sure thing. Ian grabs the plate and silverware as I start putting the food on the table. Man, that cake looks really amazing, Sam. I'm even more impressed. It's even more impressive that you made this with a recipe. I'll admit I'm a little sad I won't get to try it. Well, I've been baking for a while before I stopped. And I'll always save you a slice and bring it to you to work tomorrow, so... And I'll even make you one next time. Seriously? Fuck yeah. Can't wait. I'll try and come up with something for you. That doesn't feel like proper English. Sorry. You really like baking, huh? I do. I really love it. You said before you wanted to bake as a career, right? I have mentioned it a few times, but I don't really like getting into it too much. It brings up too many painful memories, but I don't think I would be afraid to talk about it more if it's with Liam. I have, but to be truthful, becoming a baker is hard. It's usually a tough career that only really talented people can succeed in. In addition, I would have to go back to school. I don't even know where I would find the money to buy a building to operate in. These were the same things my mother had told me when I told her I wanted to pursue pastry arts in college. And here I am repeating them back. You know, you really don't need any of those You don't really need any of those to do what you like. Huh? But in order to be a baker, don't I have to have some education? Well, having an education helps, but it's not really necessary. Besides, nowadays anyone can have a degree and not have the skill needed for the job. My sister, she works as a programmer. She hires anyone, education or not, as long as they have the skill to show it. That's true. And who says you have to operate a business physically? I mean, there's the internet. You could operate your store online. Unless you would prefer to run a store. No, not really. I mean, as long as I can bake, I wouldn't care either. Either way, also the thing you said about being talented, in my opinion, the idea of talent is overrated. Everyone has something they can bring to the table that's unique. And just because one thing seems nicer doesn't make anyone else's less special. I mean, that's why things like Back Here exist, because people pay money to sponsor and support other people's work because they like it. Speaking of which, you could totally write down your recipes and publish them on Back Here to have people support you too if you want. Honestly, there's a bunch of stuff you could do other than just being a baker if you wanted to make a career out of baking stuff. Kind of amazing thing about the internet. I never thought of any of that. I always thought the only way for me to bake as a career would be to be a baker, but I never realized there were other routes I could take. But if I had known about them, would I still have tried, or would I have been too afraid to go against my parents and just make up excuses again? But you really don't have to do any of that. Like, if you don't want to, I get it. Sometimes it's better to just keep things as a hobby if you want. Just because you like it doesn't mean you can make a career out of it. Honestly, it would be better if you kept it as a hobby. Forgot what I said earlier. Sorry, it was stupid. Oh, okay. I wonder where that came from. First he's saying I could make my hobby a career, now he's saying I shouldn't. That's weird, but maybe I shouldn't push him. How about we talk about something else? Yeah, that sounds good. Are you gonna bring up the webcomic? Have you been reading anything interesting? Oh yeah, so there's this one webcomic. We talked for a while about the new things that Liam had been into, and suddenly I remember the webcomic I read last night. Oh hey Liam, you know how you've been recommending me a lot of webcomics to read? Yeah? This time I have something to recommend to you. Oh, cool. Tell me. I was bored last night, so I was looking around the app and I found a really neat comic. Though it's been discontinued, I think you would still enjoy it. What was its name? Oh, right. Love is a Language. Suddenly I hear cluttering and looked towards Liam to see that he had dropped some silverware. Liam, are you okay? I'm fine. Do you want help? No. I'll clean this up, sorry. Oh, okay. To the Agneses, we just work in silence for the remainder of the time. Happy 1 month anniversary. Again, thank you for your help. It's no problem. Hey, did I do something or say something to upset you earlier? Huh? You seemed really sad earlier. If I did something to upset you, I'm sorry. No, it's fine, it's not you. It was something else. I'm sorry, I'm not ready to talk about it yet. It's fine. I'm just glad it wasn't something I did. No, it wasn't. However, I still couldn't shake off the feeling Liam wasn't telling me everything. I wanted to ask more, but I felt if I pushed him on the subject, he might recoil even more. So instead, I decided to ask him something else that had been on my mind for a long time. Liam? Where do you want this to go? What do you mean? I mean, we did kiss and more. But if you wanted to keep this casual... No! Shit, sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you, but... I just want you to know I don't want just to have a physical relationship with you. I'm really serious about you. I like you, Sam. Probably more than you realize. I don't know what I expected when I got into this one. I mean, I'm usually don't read things that are only romance. I usually like at least action and adventure there, but it's been very much just about romance and I'm kind of like, I have no idea what to talk about. I have literally no idea what to talk about. Oh well. Here we are. Probably more than you realize. Liam? But there's some business I have to settle before I can try and pursue a relationship with you. Business? I haven't been completely truthful with you. What is it, Liam? I'm sorry, I don't think I can tell you right now. It's fine, I understand. But just so you know, once everything is settled, I'll definitely ask you the question. Okay. I had a blast tonight, though. We should totally hang again. Yeah, sure. Well, bye. Liam then pecks me cheek. Okay. Liam then pecks me cheek before turning on his heel and heading out. I'm sorry. Not meaning to make fun of it, but that was a kind of sweet one. Sounds like an accent. Bye. Alright, now the way for Crystal to return. What the fuck is Halloween so popular? It's mostly an excuse for teenagers to be awful and adults to be drunk. Sam, I'm back. Surprise! What the fuck is going on? Well, I realized it's been about a month since you started living with me. Oh, you're right. And since you started living here, I may not have said this before, but you've become a very important friend to me. You've done so much for me by giving me advice, keeping me company, and listening to my dumb vents while you've been living here with me. I want to do something to celebrate our friendship and you living here with me. So I threw this party. Do you like it? Crystal? Crystal, are you crying? Shut it. It's your fault that I'm crying. Fuck. Oh, Crystal. I'm sorry, that's not what I wanted to say. I'm like really emotional. No one has ever done something like this for me. This is so thoughtful and kind, and you're an amazing person. Crystal, you're making me cry.
Oh.
Don't, you're crying now too.
Oh.
I can't help it. I got Crystal's stream. Hi, I can't breathe. Throat, you have 2 jobs. Breathe and eat. You cannot do either of those things properly. What is the point of you? I had Crystal as the tears streamed down my face. I keep forgetting that I gave her that name. I have literally no idea where that one came from. It's a good name though. It fits her. Do you agree? I don't know. Instead of pushing me away, she hugs me back too, pushing her face into my arm where I could feel it becoming wet from her own tears. We cried for a good few minutes, holding each other, overwhelmed with emotion. Oh, gossip. No gossip. Soon, though, we started to regain our composure and stepped away from each other. Oh, how about we eat dinner now? Hold up. There's something on the couch. Crystal approaches the couch and picks up a wrapped gift. This from you? No. Crystal then checks a note attached to the card. It's from Liam. Oh, he came over to help me decorate. Crystal then reads the note. Crystal, I don't really know you, but you seem like a good friend to Sam. Welcome to the neighborhood. I hope you like your present, and I hope we get to know each other more in the future. Liam. Oh, he's really a nice guy. He really is. You picked a good one. So, what's inside? Crystal then opens a gift to take out. Is this fucking Gaius? Liam. We were both sitting at the dinner table eating the feast I made for Crystal. I can't believe you said I was a cat. What did you want me to tell him? Hey Liam, that mess was actually caused by a zombie who tried to attack me. I wasn't trying to attack you. Just the cookies you made. Oh hey, speaking of those cookies, did you notice the cake I made? It's a chocolate chip cake because on the first night you ate my chocolate chip cookies. So I thought it would be cute, you know. Oh, wow, how cheesy. Are you gonna fall down too? Please don't. You're gonna be a bit heavier than the first one. Not enough to knock me out, but you know, enough to make a little bit of a sound. Hey, but it's cute. I like it. Thanks. I suddenly remember the conversation I had with Liam earlier. Just a conversation. You know, Liam mentioned something interesting to me earlier. He asked me if I wanted to pursue a career in baking. And, well, I told him I didn't feel like I was able to because I didn't feel talented enough. And I would have to go back to school, and I'm not sure I would even be able to buy or operate a building. Then he basically rebutted my excuses, told me if I wanted, I could try and run an online business. And I wouldn't need to go back to school or anything, since most people who operate are judged basically on skill. That's smart. I didn't even think of that. Nothing. So, what do you think about it? I don't know, honestly. Like, when he told me about them, I felt like paths I've never seen were suddenly uncovered before my eyes. Need to go. Give me a few moments. Like, wait, I read that already. I'm back. But also I wonder if I did know about them earlier, would I have taken them or make more excuses for myself? Well, you can't do anything about the past. That won't change. But if this is something you want to do, I support you. You do? Yeah, and if you want, I'll even help you set up everything and operate for you so you can focus on baking. I got to earn my keep somehow. Crystal. Either way, you have my support. But no matter what matters most, do you want to try it? I don't know. I need to think about this more and do some research into it. I mean, I just learned about it. I can't just jump into it even if it sounds enticing. And there's the accounting interview. Right. But I will keep what you and Liam said in mind. Alright. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Can you pass me a plate of fried rice? Sure. I'm gonna go shower. I forgot when I got home. Okay, I'm gonna clean up a bit then. You want me to help first? I can take a shower later. No, go ahead and take a shower. I just try not to slip and snap your neck again. I don't want to twist your head back in place again. Oh my god. You give me anxiety, Crystal. No promises. Alright, see you. Given how calm she is, it's fortunate she's already dead. Alright, it's time to start cleaning. I grab a trash bag and put the decorations into it. I hated that I had to throw all of this away when Liam worked so hard to decorate it, but unfortunately, it had to go. I was cleaning up and something on the coffee table caught my eye. I picked up what looks like a cell phone. Though it wasn't mine, and Crystal didn't have one. I pressed the button and turned the phone on and see the lock screen is of some magical girl anime. Oh, this is probably Liam's. He must have accidentally left it here when he was decorating. It's been a while since then though. Maybe he doesn't know he left it here yet. It feels rude to invade someone's privacy, but he might really need his phone later. I'll just unlock it and go call his roommate and tell him it's at my place if he's home. I unlocked the phone and fortunately didn't require a passcode. The first thing I saw of the app was where we read our webcomics, web cartoons. Guess Liam had taken a break to read some. That's so like him. Then at the spot where your avatar username is placed, Liam's avatar was eerily familiar looking drawing. The username being Coffee Addict. Where have I heard that from? Liam was Coffee Addict? I checked the avatar. That's the same avatar the author used. He's the one who created the webcomic. Why didn't he tell me anything? Because it's a sore subject. We talked about this before. Wait, is that why he reacted the way he did when I tried to talk to him about it? What happened? Did something bad happen just before he stopped writing for it? Quickly getting over the shock of finding that Liam that was the creator of the webcomic I have I was now overwhelmed with concern. Should I mention it to him? Maybe I should pretend I don't know. But I'm still worried. What should I do? Oh my god, don't do that. Suddenly there's a knock on the door. I'm coming. I walk to the door and open it and speak of the devil. Hey Sam. Liam, you're here. Sorry for barging in again, but I came because I think I left my phone here. Did you see it by any chance? Liam then sees his phone by hands. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Sam. Then shakily giving me his phone. Yeah, no problem. Crap, I definitely acted weird. Wait, did you go through my phone? No, I didn't mean to. I was just trying to call your roommate, to tell you you left your phone here. When I unlocked the phone, it was just the app. I see. Did you see anything? It was an open-ended question. I could lie and say nothing, but it wouldn't feel right if I did. However, if I tell Liam that I know he's coffee addict, he might also get upset at that. I have no clue how to respond. Liam, I'm sorry. So you did see. I'm sorry. Well, you still shouldn't have looked. I'm gonna get going. Bye. Liam then storms out, slamming the door in process, leaving me standing awestruck in the living room. What the fuck happened while I was gone? I don't know. I think I need to sleep. Alright. I lay in bed, staring at my phone. Maybe I should call and apologize. No, it's late anyways. I would just be bothering him even more. I'll just apologize to him in person. Yeah, I'll go to the cafe while he's working and apologize to him in person. Having up now a plan of what to do, I close my eyes and drift off to sleep. I walk into the cafe and start searching for Liam. However, he was nowhere on the floor. He might be in the back. I spot Jane in the corner of my eye. Jane! Hi Sam, what's up? I came here to see Liam. Oh, did you know? I knew you two had something going on. Don't worry, I'll support you two. Even though I think you're too nice for Liam. It's not like that, I just have to talk to him. No need to be shy about it. But sorry, Sam. He's not here today. He isn't? But I thought he was working today. Well, he was supposed to, but he called out. Besides, I heard he asked the manager for some time off, so he might not be coming in for a while. What? Yeah, don't know why, but all I know now is that he got more shifts this week. Boo. Do you know why he suddenly asked for time off? Well, I won't push you to tell me, though. I am curious. Thanks. I guess I should get going then. Alright, see you around, Sam. If you see Liam, don't leave me owes me for covering his butt. I will. If I can see him, hopefully. Oh no. However, time passed and I didn't see Liam whatsoever. I didn't even get a text or a call. And for every day that passed where I didn't hear from him, my concern and anxiety grew. It also made me realize how much I missed hearing from him and having his company at work. A week finally passed and I didn't hear anything from him. Hey, Sam. Sam. Fucking shit, Sam. You've been cutting mashed potatoes. Wake up. Huh? I looked down to see my knife stuck in a pile of smashed potatoes. I thought I was cutting the steak. Steak? What the fuck is going on? Why are you spacing out like this? I'm sorry, Crystal. Did something happen? You know Liam? Your friend, right? You guys had a fight or something. Was it obvious? You've been checking your phone a lot lately, so yeah. He hasn't talked to me in days and he's avoiding me too. Why is he doing that? I think I found out a secret of his. One time he didn't want me to find out, and now he refuses to talk to me. I see. I thought it might be good to give him some space, but now since I haven't heard from him so long, I'm not sure. I don't want to force him to talk to me either. Not when he's upset with me. Crystal, what should I do? You should contact him first. Are you sure? Won't that make him more upset with me? I doubt he's upset with you. Huh? But you said you found out a secret he was trying to hide. There's a chance he's more upset with himself. He probably didn't want you to find out the secret because it might make you look at him differently. Or change your feelings about him. And so to protect himself, he basically ran away with his tail between his legs so his feelings didn't get hurt. I see. That does kind of make sense. But if you made the first move to reach out to him, to make him realize you didn't care about his stupid secret and still cared about him, that you won't abandon him, then I think everything will be fine. You're right. I'll do that. Thank you, Crystal. You have always given me good advice and shown me what to do. You are a good friend. I don't know what I would do without you. Probably nothing, given how indecisive you are. Hey! But there's no need to thank me. I mean, that's what friends for, right? To help each other out. Yeah. Then I'm just glad to know I'm doing my job right. You're doing an amazing job. You are a really good friend. Oh, okay, I get it. Now shut up, please. Don't get too mushy on me. Sorry. But okay. I'm gonna call Liam tonight. Cool. Good luck then. Filled with a newfound determination, I then finished the rest of the meal before heading to my room. I stared down at my phone. I need to do this. I want to see him again. I'm trying to build up the courage to send a text. Finally, after half an hour staring down at my phone, I finally pressed the send button. God, me. Can you please come over? I want to talk. I guess that's all I can do for now. I'll just wait for his response. Okay, thank God. I was honestly relieved just even to get a one-word response from him when I've had nothing but radio silence for the past week. I missed him so much that despite the tense situation I was in, knowing that he was coming over did fill me with joy. Let's just hope that we can talk and work through everything. The doorbell rings and I stand up from the table. I go to the door and open it. Oh, poor thing hasn't been sleeping. Hey, come on in. Thanks. I close the door before turning back to Liam, who has already made himself comfortable on the couch. I sit down next to him. We both sit in silence for a while, each unable to utter a word. I decided, though, it would to break the silence first. Liam, I just want to say I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone through your phone without permission. That wasn't okay of me. Huh? Oh, it's fine. Well, I'm glad you forgave me for that. Yeah. And is there anything you want to say? I watched him fiddle with his hands, pursing his lips. No. I clenched my fists. Nothing? He kept looking down at the ground. Liam, you idiot! Huh? Do you know how worried I was about you these past 2 weeks? I didn't hear anything from you, and you kept ignoring me. Do you know how that made me feel? Hearing nothing from you, especially after we slept with each other. Wow. I was so worried and hurt. Even though you always tell me I can rely on you, you won't rely on me. I also want to be able to help you if I can, so please, talk to me. I'm sorry, I know this isn't about me. Sam, no, don't be sorry. You're not the one who should be sorry. I was the one who acted like a dick to you. It's gonna go on for a little while longer. And it's not because of you I can't talk. I'm just afraid if you hear what I say, you'll hate me. I doubt I would ever hate you. I mean, I'm angry at you now, but I could never hate you. So, please, tell me what's wrong. Why did you ignore me for so long? After you found out my secret, I got upset and then stormed out on you even though you didn't do anything wrong. Then I realized what a fucking asshole I was to you. Instead of saying sorry, I basically ran away and just hid from everyone. Because I was afraid to confront my past. So I didn't avoid you because I was upset at you. I was ashamed. Ashamed? Because you found out the truth about me, that I'm a total failure. Why do you think I see you as a failure? Yeah, sure, now I know you were the author of some webcomic I read, but why does that make you a failure? I should probably tell you the full story now. Remember how I told you I moved out of my parents' place because I was bi and some other reason? Yeah? The other reason was because I wanted to pursue a career in comics. My parents were against the idea because they believed I couldn't make a career out of it. At the time, I was working part-time as a waiter, doing commissions on the side to make some money. And then one day I came up with the idea to start a webcomic. To start Love is a Language. I was so proud of it and came up with a bunch of concepts and stuff. You can't believe how happy I was when I got a message that it got greenlit. I was so proud of myself and decided to tell my parents, thinking it would finally convince them I could make a career with my skills as an artist. They shot me down and told me if I quit my job and took the job offer for them their webcomic, they would kick me out. That's awful. And eerie reminds me of my own parents. After having enough of the emotional abuse, I moved out and struck out on my own. In order to pay for rent and basics, I started making more commissions and putting everything I could into my webcomic. But it's more than that. I wanted to show off to my parents that I could prove them wrong and be successful. I wanted to show them I could make it as an artist. So even when I had to go to the hospital because of my wrist injuries, or when my eyes started to become strained, and I even developed back problems, I kept drawing. I kept drawing even when I didn't want to. And I even started to draw on what other people would like and want, with a focus on what other people like and want. I tried to copy and do what was popular with my story and art, even when it wasn't something that I enjoyed doing. So rather than enjoying the work I was doing, I kept aiming to make stuff that would appeal to the people the most. As you can guess, that didn't end well. I started to receive backlash from my audience, criticisms from my fans, and even my clients. I remember one comment a reader had. He basically told my story sucked, and that I was obviously not coming up with anything original, that I was simply writing to be popular. And you want to know the shitty thing? He was right. I lost sight of my original. I lost sight of why I originally started drawing webcomics and only drew to become famous. It started messing with my head, the negative comments, the work, just everything. Till one day, I stared down at the drawing tablet and I couldn't draw anything. I realized then that drawing could no longer give me pleasure and I couldn't do it anymore. So I put the webcomic on hiatus and dropped all my social media accounts and basically disappeared. Which, I know, as you said before, it was cowardly. But I wasn't sure what else I could do at the time. I guess you're pretty disappointed, huh? You know, Liam, ever since we started to getting to know each other, I've learned a lot. I learned it's not bad to ask help once in a while. Yeah, I learned how I got so caught up in trying to please people. I tend to push myself too hard. And then I learned everyone has their own story and reasons. Why are you saying this? I'm saying these things because, Liam, I realized the reason why I learned all of these things is because you were there to help me all those times. You were always by my side and I never realized it, which I'm sorry for. But from now on, I'm going to be by your side to help you. Although it's a little too late, I'm here now. And the first thing I'm going to do is help you realize that you're not a failure, quite the opposite. And how is that? Well, first off, you started your own webcomic, supported yourself on your artwork. Not many people can say those things. That's still amazing itself. Yeah, but then I crashed and burned. You mean you took us a much-needed break and rest for your mental health? I can't imagine what it was like to start hating something you once loved and did for enjoyment. That sounds awful. But if continuing drawing meant you would have just kept hurting yourself in the process, then I would have rather you stopped pushing yourself as well. I care about you, Liam, and your physical and your mental well-being means more to me than some silly webcomic.
Ugh.
I'm sure your fans would have agreed with me if they truly cared about your work too. Also, you're not a failure because you did the thing I was too cowardly to do.
Huh?
What's that? You stood up for yourself and went against your parents' wishes to pursue your dreams. I wanted to pursue something in pastry arts, but my parents disapproved of it and I was too scared to disappoint them. I want to pursue a degree in accounting like they wished. Liam, you were brave enough to do what I couldn't. So how could you be a failure when, if anything, I'm the one who failed for not even trying? Sam, no. Sam, don't say that. It's never too late. You're right, it's not. And you're also who taught me that. I'm trying to see if I can make something with baking. But since it's not too late for me, then you know it's not too late for you either. What? But I've already tried. You did. And yes, it didn't work out. But you know your mistakes. You can try again. Like how I realized mine and tried again. I'm sure if you explained to everyone online what you were going through, they would understand why you had to take a break. And what if it doesn't work out again? Then try again. Maybe it might not work out against the second time, but at least I've learned that it doesn't matter how many mistakes you make as long as you keep learning from them and keep trying. And if trying doesn't make you happy anymore, then and you don't want to do it again, that's fine too. Just try and do what makes you happy. That's what matters the most. And I'll be here to support you because you've always tried to support me. Thank you, Sam. I'm sorry I was such a jerk. It's fine. You're forgiven. Though, if you ever ignore me like that again, I will spank you. Ha! You realize how dirty that sounds. You get what I mean. Jeez. Well, I'm glad that's done for. I always thought you were hiding something, but I'm glad I know your secret now. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed it was just a webcomic. Ditch. I guess I'll see it work then. Wait. What about you? Don't you have that? I was hoping because we have a zombie, then the other potential romance interest would be something special too. But no, I don't get my cryptid. I'm sad. What about you? Don't you have an accounting interview still? Are you still gonna take it? I am, but I'm also going to try those things you said. Maybe I'll see first if I want to pursue baking as a career or make it as a hobby. Feel it out before I jump the gun. I think that's a good idea. Thanks. Well then, bye Liam. See you at work, Sam. Liam texted me later that day telling me he posted on all his social media accounts about his reasons for disappearing. I read through some of the comments out of curiosity. Many of the people were understanding, gave him their best wishes, and some of them were just plain rude, which then I responded with equal rudeness to theirs. Either way, it seems as if that Liam had nothing to worry about, as no one had really had hard feelings against him for having to take a break. And I feel that burden of guilt he felt has finally been lifted off of him. And that's all that matters in the end. So here we are on Halloween Day, and I'm gonna leave this episode here. I hope the next one isn't 10 minutes long. That would be fine. I hope it isn't 2 minutes long. There we go. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Subscribe, like, comment. I hope you have a good day, and bye!